Okay, hi, I'm Bill Patton, and this is the very first episode of How It Works. And I'm excited because part of the reason why I came up with the idea is because of Sanad. Because Sanad is such a great example of how it works. So anyway, so Sanad, he and I met under some very unusual circumstances, and then some very strange things also then took place. So why don't you tell a little bit about how we met from your perspective?
Okay, yeah, I met Bill the first time in Irvine. It was the annual seminar that Steve Riggs hosts, and some great speakers, TR from different part of the country, great coaches, and he was doing encore presentation, and yeah, that's when we met, and he was doing something and asked a question, and yeah, we were like talking about something related to the athlete-centered coaching. So it's like how the player can make his own decision. And it's not like a coach. Coach will probably give tips.
Right. Now,
I remember
okay,
that.
now here's the funny thing. Some people took that interaction as being like antagonistic. You know what I mean? Right. So, I mean, you would agree with that some people took it that way, right? And so, there was an interesting thing that happened. You know, Sanad asked a question, and you know, maybe his tone of voice wasn't perfect, but the content of his message, I was listening to the content of his question. You know, and so then I gave an answer, right? And then how did you feel after I gave you my answer? I mean, was it satisfying for you? Did you feel like I answered your question fairly?
Honestly, it was like I would say 75%.
Okay.
Yeah.
And you know, and see, when you get into these things where you're at a seminar or something, it's really tough to get the full answer to your question,
True.
right? And so this is part of the reason why how it works is like through mentoring and relationships. All right, now tell when you want to tell the next part about like the next step with Sterling.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
So I met Sterling. He's a great coach in South Carolina in the PTO National Symposium last year.
Well, he lives in North Carolina though.
Yeah.
Okay.
But we met in South Carolina for
Okay.
the PTO Symposium, and we we were talking and tennis. We were sharing some tennis, information and knowledge, and sharing our passion to this game. It's a great game, and just so after that was in February,
Right.
and I think I met you the first time, or asked you the question first time. It was what,
June.
And then next month, July, I went to Georgia, Atlanta for the ITPT and the tennis fitness program with Mark Kovac, and he was there, and we were hanging out at the Atlanta Open, the tournament there, and we were talking, and sharing our love for this game. And just this drill that you presented there came out, and I told him, in Irvine there was a coach. He did this drill, and I asked him a question. He's like, "Wait a second, was it you?" I'm like, uh-oh. And then he's like, "I know that guy. I know Bill." So yeah, we were talking about that. This is how it works.
Right. So here's the funny thing, okay? So Sanad didn't know that Sterling and I are really good friends, right? And after the situation, Sterling and I had kind of talked about how the whole thing went. And then when you had your question and I gave you your answer, it was interesting to me that afterwards some people came up to me and they were like, "Hey, way to put that guy in his place, man. You really gave him the answer that'll make him be quiet." And I was like, "No, time out." Because I'll tell you what. And so I told these two veteran coaches, I said, no, that's all wrong.
That's who he is.
Because I value, because every question needs to be answered, and it doesn't matter if the person is like super friendly to you or whatever. They deserve the best answer you can possibly give them, right? So it's funny. No, I kind of put them in their place for being kind of this uppity, not really willing to mentor people, you know, but having a you have to pay your dues attitude. And I'm like, no, that's not
I
how
think
it works. That's not how it works.
For anyone who loves tennis or any sport, anything, you gotta have your love to the thing that you're doing. It should be like a love story between you and what you're doing. And when I ask a question, I want to share my knowledge that I have. Also, I'll just say, try to find the right time to ask questions. And then I remember you like any questions, and I raised my hand and I asked, and it's good because we shared the knowledge. I mean, look, we became friends, and then there's a mutual friend, Sterling, and I think tennis is great. You make friends. Tennis is a small family. You make friends, and then networking, and you share your knowledge, and then the sky's the limit. Always, you always like. I believe in education. Always. Like I attend, for example, the BTR symposium again, and I met you there, right?
And it was a great time, right?
Month, yeah.
I mean, it really was a fun time.
And every time I go there, I'm like, I learned everything I've done. But,
Right.
Oh my God, it's like swimming in an ocean. You learn, you keep learning.
Exactly.
You want to do more. You want to get the best out of all these seminars and symposiums.
Exactly. So here's the funny thing though. I mean, when I look at the whole thing, I go, all right, well, what would have happened if that thing didn't happen, right? If you don't ask your question, we wouldn't be here right now.
Right. That's true.
Okay.
That's true.
If those people didn't say that stuff that they said, I wouldn't be so motivated to actually get to know you better, even. Right. If I hadn't told Sterling part of the story of that,
you wouldn't know.
and you hadn't told his piece, he wouldn't know, and that wouldn't have brought. And then it all kind of culminated with the fact that we met up in South Carolina.
Yeah.
And
small
and then,
world, right?
Right.
I told you,
and so
tennis is one
that's
family.
how it works.
Yeah.
This is how it works.
Indian
man.
Wells.
Yes,
We're here.
No, it's my friend.